Queen Camilla gifted silver brooch in touching moment with troops. It's so lovely. Queen Camilla was gifted a silver brooch in a touching moment with troops today. The Queen paid tribute to the work of the armed forces as she visited the 4th Battalion of the Ranger Regiment, where she launched a new welfare initiative and met soldiers and their families. Camilla, who serves as Royal Colonel of the battalion, arrived at the barracks in a stone-colored trench coat worn over a cream dress with fine pinstripe detailing. She was greeted with a salute from troops standing to attention before stepping forward to chat warmly with officers. Despite the wet afternoon, the Queen smiled as she made her way inside, where she removed her coat and was gifted a silver mappin and web brooch, a symbol of the regiment she represents. When the battalion's commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Bairstow, presented her with the gift, the Queen smiled and said, "It's so lovely, I'll go and put it on." The visit marked the official launch of the Peregrine Fund, a new scheme designed to provide welfare support for soldiers and their families. The initiative aims to ensure that personnel have access to financial and pastoral assistance, especially during overseas deployments. The commemorative brooch was gifted by members of 4 Ranger and representatives of the Worshipful Company of Carpenters, the livery company affiliated with the regiment. The gesture was made in recognition of her support since the unit's transition from the Rifles to the Ranger Regiment in 2021. The Queen then toured the barracks, where she was shown demonstrations of the battalion's capabilities, including military vehicles used to support operations in the Middle East. She listened attentively as soldiers explained how the equipment is deployed on missions and asked questions about their recent work. Throughout the visit, Camilla took time to meet personnel one-on-one, shaking hands with troops lined up in uniform. At one point, she was seen speaking with heavily armed soldiers carrying specialist rifles, praising their dedication and thanking them for their service. The Queen chatted to soldiers who had been deployed in Jordan and Lebanon, and told one serviceman, "You're so lucky, I've always wanted to go to Lebanon." She also devoted time to families, greeting partners and children of serving soldiers. Photos showed the Queen bending down to shake hands with youngsters and exchanging smiles with mothers who had gathered to welcome her. At a reception held later in the day, the Queen presented medals to 3 members of the battalion in recognition of their service. Applause broke out in the room as she handed over the honors, congratulating each recipient individually. Camilla was clearly moved as she spoke with relatives of those being decorated, highlighting the sacrifices made not only by soldiers but also by their families. By the end of the visit, the Queen had spent more than an hour inside the barracks, listening to stories, thanking personnel and expressing her pride in their work.